Good evening. My camera's crooked. It's late. I'm about to go to bed. I'm having my tea, but I've had some stuff going through my head. I pretty much promised I was going to come every day, but going through something personal at the moment, but it replies and reflects and pertains to basically life in general. Um, my goal is to keep things simple and to the fundamentals. Now, what is truth? Truth is relative. And if if we want to learn and grow, we have to assume that we don't know what we don't know. Now, I was just recently in a situation where someone didn't understand something, didn't understand how I felt about it, just couldn't get a grip on it, and this is how they do it. Never asked me. Never asked me. Why? Why did you make that choice? Why do you feel the way you do? When we do that, all we see is our reality. So there are times when it's like who's right, who's wrong. I've used this example before. For someone that's colorblind, when they see a color, that's their truth, that's their reality. But with colors, you can take a general, uh, what most people see as blue being blue. So you can say that's blue. Now, when you start getting in the shades, you've probably done it before with like navy blue. Sometimes it looks black, and you're like, no, that's black. No, that's navy blue. Which I think there's a study that says 40% of men are colorblind. That's why women are better dressers. But that's someone's reality, right? So if I say something and I intend it one way, but you take it another, the truth is you took it the way you took it, even though I didn't mean it. Like say if you took it negatively. So how do you get beyond that? How do you know if something's your fault or someone else's fault? What is the truth? Well, again, you have to remember that truth is relative to that person. But I personally look for patterns, kind of like with the justice system, you're innocent until proven guilty. I assume that I'm wrong until I prove myself right. So I give everyone else the benefit of the doubt. I trust but verify. So, okay, maybe I'm wrong in this. So I'll look at the person, I'll look at patterns, I'll look at how I feel, make sure there's no ego involved or an emotional attachment to something, and try to look at it from the other person's perspective. It takes time, takes work, but it's very beneficial in life period, with getting along with people, with cops, insurance, work, partners, whatever. You have to learn to be open and honest with yourself. I see a lot of people that, there's a difference between conceited and confident. And I realized today, excuse me, I realized today there's a false confidence. There's people that say that they act like they're confident, but their actions don't show it. Someone that's conceited really believes that they're what they say they are. Someone that's confident that can just say it and not have to prove it. The people that have to go prove it and repeat it, that's the way I see it. It's lack of self confidence. It's a false confidence, and uh, again, that's something where you have to look in the mirror. You have to ask yourself, am I good at what I do? Am I a good person? Am I whatever the situation might be? Um, and what you have to kind of get to that foundation where you know it to be true. Uh, you have to know, like for example, with your work. If you're good at your work, you have to know that. Be humble and know that maybe there are times you're not your best, but you can't go to extremes. You can't be at one day, oh my God, I suck. I'm not good at this, and then the next day, oh, I'm the greatest. You have to be able to do some self evaluation and know really where you stand instead of going from here to here. That's not stable. That's unstable, unstable, whatever you want to call it, which causes conflict with other people because it's confusing to other people. Well, are they confident? Are they good? Or are they not? So, you go by what they say and then you go by what they do. The old saying, actions speak louder than words. So it's just been interesting to me and just reaffirming that, things happen, and even though we want things to happen, sometimes it takes something to motivate us and get us to do it, and that's fine. It's that saying that you have to be happy by yourself. There's which I've finally gotten to that place, but there's a lot of self evaluation. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to boost yourself up. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I can handle anything. Be honest with yourself. It's good if you can have some people that will be honest with you and not put you up on a pedestal. Oh, you're the greatest. Everything's great. Oh, you're perfect. And you don't want somebody that beats you down all the time. Everybody's going to see you differently, but if you have those friends that can put you and you start to see a common thread of how people view you, then that's kind of where you stay. If somebody's like, "Oh, you're the greatest," and then somebody's like, "Oh, you suck," so well, where's the middle ground? If you find other people, where's the commonality? Do more people say you suck, or does everybody say that you're great, and then maybe you are? But uh, that self evaluation is extremely important. There was something else I wanted to touch on, but it doesn't really fit, and I'll leave that for tomorrow if I can remember. I'll remember. It's about taking credit and the Akashic Records, but I'll leave that for tomorrow. So, yeah, do you have a good self view of yourself? Are you a good self evaluator, or do you go to extremes? Something to think about.